Yo, what's up guys? My name is IronBoffin and we are in season 19 of the VGC ladder on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And if you guys didn't check out the last video, you guys saw me get absolutely smacked with our new team. So what we are doing is we're going right back in, man. I had to crawl back into rank 9. I just played some off video games trying to get a little better with this team and stop losing so much, but I'm back up to rank 9. Let's get into it. I think I got this team. I kind of figured out a little bit of how to play this team. The Tornadus Koraidon lead is really strong, following up with Fluttermane and, you know, maybe Chi-Yu. I really haven't figured out how to play the Amoonguss or the Raging Bolt there, but I think that's for when we play a rain team like this, so I might have to bring it. Also, the Koraidon Tornadus lead does give me a lot of control with the weather because I can set up the sunny day after the fact. What I'm thinking about leading here, let's see who I want to play here. Thunderclap Raging Bolt is looking really good, so I'm kind of tempted to lead like a Tornadus Raging Bolt, which seems a little funny, but I could also lead Koraidon Raging Bolt, but honestly, I can get up the sun with Tornadus if needed. So I want to bring the Raging Bolt that can let me pressure a Pelipper for weather and stuff like that. I bring the Koraidon every day of the week, of course. And then maybe the Fluttermane. Either Flutter or Chi-Yu. I haven't really figured out how to play Chi-Yu well. I'm just looking at what he's got. I only got fairy attacks, so fairy would obviously be very good for the Urshifu, but do I have the I kind of have the Urshifu covered a little bit. If I get sun up, Chi-Yu is really good. If I don't get sun up, let me think here. I mean, I'm gonna have sun. I honestly always win this weather war. I just don't know what to do about that Terapagos. I'm afraid of giving myself a Spadef drop in front of Terapagos, so I'm gonna go bring Fluttermane here. I'm going to bring the Fluttermane. Giving Terapagos, like lowering my special defense as well in front of Terapagos is really scary, so I won't do that. I say I haven't figured out how to play the Chi-Yu very well. Every time I bring it, I just don't do well. But let's go ahead. Let's make this push, man. We're trying to get a little bit better here. I think I'm getting a little better. I just need to get a lot better. Okay. Is that what Urshifu is that? I'm so bad at telling what Urshifu is which. Is that the water one? He's got the wavy look to him, you know, he's looking wavy. I was correct, he is looking wavy. So what I can do is I'm so free to Thunderclap here. What I can do is he's gonna fake out. Who's he gonna fake out? Is he gonna fake out the Raging Bolt, perhaps? If he fakes out Tornadus, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for a Sunny Day to weaken that, and then I'll go for a Thunderclap into the Urshifu. So obviously he's okay, so he didn't go for fake out into he didn't go for fake out at all. Is he gonna go for high horsepower maybe into Raging Bolt? I get my Thunderclap. Oh, it went straight up, knock out the Urshifu turn 1. That is huge. Sam, I'm probably about to take a high horsepower from the Rillaboom, but honestly, like, yeah, there's a high horsepower. Honestly, I'll take that trade. Knocking out Urshifu is huge. I'll take that trade every day of the week, to be honest with you. Every day. Raging Bolt kind of eats that up. In comes Le Pelipper, which is fine. He sets up the rain. He brings the rain. Do. But I can just Sunny Day that away again, which is what I will do. Now what I can do here is I can switch. Do I have anybody that wants to take a I'd rather not switch into a move like that. I can go for an Electro Web just to get the, I think Pelipper's gonna go for a Tailwind here. I think makes the most sense. So let me get an Electro Web here. Raging Bolt already did its job. We don't need Raging Bolt anymore. Get my Photosynthesis back. Boost my special attack stat. Goes for Hurricane. Hurricane in the sun. Dodged. Goes for high horsepower. He's gonna knock me out. Okay. Unfortunate there, but honestly, like I said, not the biggest deal in the world. I could have Thunderclapped, which is why I'm surprised he attacked. I assumed the Tailwind was coming up for sure. Fluttermane looks really good here. Fluttermane looks really strong. Leave Koraidon in the back in case I need more sun control, in case Pelipper switches out here. I would expect them to switch Pelipper out here to get the rain back. So that's what I expect to see here. But I am so free to go for a Bleak Windstorm, and I'm just going to double into... I don't see any reason not to double into the Rillaboom here. Rillaboom usually runs like an Assault Vest, so hopefully these two big attacks with the Photosynthesis up will be enough. As long as I connect the Bleak Windstorm. God, do I hate Bleak Windstorm, but why is it so good? It's so good, and I hate it so much. Goes for the Wide Guard, which is okay. Obviously, that blocks my Bleak Windstorm, which is upsetting. But I do have the Moonblast going in. That hurts really bad. That hurts very, very, very bad. But we do have the Sash. We get a Moonblast off. Huge damage on the Moonblast. So what I can do next turn is I can protect Flutter Mane and go for... I can't go for another whatchamacallit because it's not going to do anything for me. He's going to Wide Guard again, I'm assuming. Like, why wouldn't he, right? He went for Grassy Glide. I could send in Koraidon. He's not going to go for a high horsepower, and it doesn't matter because I'm not weak to it yet. So let me go for a Protect here with Flutter. Let me get Koraidon in here. That way I'm not beholden to this Wide Guard shenanigans. Flutter goes for La Protect. Goes for the Grassy Glide, protected. So I can't let him get that off. And then I can switch out into Tornadus as well here just to kind of, again, kind of stall. Okay. Koraidon is looking super good right now. So I'm just going to Terrasilize. I'm going to go for a Flame Charge. Flame Charge will knock out the Rillaboom, no doubt about it. And I'm going to send in Tornadus to tank a Grassy Glide just to make sure I don't lose Flutter Mane for nothing here. No reason to lose my Flutter Mane, and getting Tornadus back will let me set my Sun back up when it runs out. I think it runs out this turn. Okay, so he brings out a Pelipper, which is okay because he's going to try to bring it in for Rain again. Terrapagos La Gourmet. Okay, so he does have the Terrapagos. Not ideal, but what I can do next turn is I can like Icy Wind or Bleak Wind Storm to break the Terra Shell if he doesn't Terrasilize this turn. Or next turn. Saying hopefully I pick up the knockout with Koraidon here into Rillaboom. Because if we knock out the Rillaboom, then our Flutter Mane is a lot safer, which would be really nice. Obviously, Terrasilizing in front of Terrapagos is not ideal, but honestly, I don't think Koraidon's taking a hit from it anyway. Goes for the Grassy Glide into the Tornado slot. Perfect. That's what we wanted. I say this Flame Charge should knock out. See you later. See you later, Rillaboom. Say, and then I can get... He's going to go back into Pelipper here, obviously. And I can get my Sunny Day back up. And then my weather is up forever, and Pelipper doesn't have it. Unless Pelipper brought Rain Dance, but that would... If Pelipper has Rain Dance, that's incredible. Okay, so let's protect here. Honestly, I could protect and go for the Bleak Wind Storm to make sure I get a hit on Terrapagos. But if he knocks out my Tornadus here and I don't have weather, I'm in trouble. So I better set up the Sunny Day. And then I can go for an Icy Wind after to break the... As much as I want to go for the Bleak Wind Storm in the rain to make sure I get my hits, it would be really bad to get knocked out here. Okay, he goes for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball! Okay, and that's going to start setting up Calm Minds. Obviously, that's very scary, very bad. The Pelipper still has Wide Guard, which is super not great for me. How's my Tailwind looking? I don't have Tailwind, okay. So I can set up Tailwind. God, what I'd rather do is... Do I need Koraidon here? The problem is, I wish I had like a U-turn or something just to break. Do I need Flutter? The problem is he's going to Wide Guard with Pelipper. He's going to Wide Guard. I don't like that. Pelipper really can't do anything to me anyway, so let's go for this. Oh, so he does Terrasilize. Okay, so I didn't have to worry about breaking the whatchamacallit. He's gonna clear my sun, which is obviously not ideal. And he's gonna have a spread move, Starstorm. If I had Sunny Day on that, that would have been a crazy play. Maybe I don't need the Sunny Day on this move. Oh, it's so much damage. If I can somehow just live a turn. He misses the Hurricane. The Pelipper, you are blind. A blind bird. If somebody can live this hit, Koraidon's going down here for sure. If Tornadus can live. Oh, Koraidon lives on 1! That's crazy. Koraidon living on 1 is insane. Koraidon living on 1 is insane. Yeah, so we just knock out the Terrapagos here for sure. And we set up a Sunny Day just to ruin Pelipper's day. Make sure Pelipper can't hit like good weather balls. Make sure it can't hit. That's huge. I can't believe Koraidon lived on 1. I think we win anyway because we go into Flutter Mane after this. And I don't think Flutter Mane loses to Pelipper here. Oh my god, living on 1 is huge. In comes the weather ball. He goes ahead and knocks out the Koraidon, which obviously makes sense. But I don't think we lose here. I think Miraidon, or not Miraidon, I think Flutter Mane comes in here and polishes off the Pelipper because it can't hit. It is a little close though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't hearing a lot of nobody. We do get the Photosynthesis off with our special attack boost. Does he have a Tailwind up? No. Do I have a Tailwind up? No. Okay. I think I just Moonblast. I don't need to outspeed. I'm already faster, I'm sure. Let's just attack. Plus special attack. There we go! Flutter Mane, let's go, baby. Good win right there. Big win. I don't think it's going to be enough to get us into Ultra Ball yet, but that is a big win, a confidence booster that we needed. See, I think we just played the weather really well there, and I think that's just why we came away with the win. We played the weather right. I got to learn to play around the turtle. If I had Sunny Dayed when the turtle terrestrialized and gave myself sun back, that would have been a crazy play. But I didn't need the sun that turn anyway. Only would have mattered if the Pelipper actually connected a Hurricane once in its life. Let's continue battling, man. I'll bring. Oh, what do we get? Oh, come on for Ultra Ball, baby! Come on for Ultra Ball. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'll bring you guys back for the battle. All right, we finally found a trainer. Here we go. Rank 10 trainer. That seems to keep happening to me when I'm at this space. Okay, so they got a rain team. So it's gonna be rain versus sun. My immediate concern is that Iron Hands. I feel like I lack a good way to deal with Iron Hands. I do have the Amoonguss though. So Amoonguss paired with Koraidon could be good to deal with the rain. The only problem is I can't lead. I don't want to lead Tornadus Amoonguss. That's a bad lead. I can bring the Amoonguss in the back. What I want to do is make sure I get rid of Sun so I can lead my Sun and Tornadus. He does lack a, but he has like 2 flying types and an ice type. Maybe we don't bring Amoonguss here. Flutter Mane looks pretty good. Flutter Mane actually looks super good. And then maybe I just bring Chi-Yu. I don't think we over prep for the Iron Hands there, because if I bring Amoonguss, I get bought by Dragonite, I get bought by Baxcalibur, I get bought by Pelipper. Palafin is interesting here. But Palafin's not going to be super good if I keep the sun up, and Palafin also has to do like the switch shenanigans. I could bring Raging Bolt here, looks actually pretty solid. So I think I'm going to bring Raging Bolt and Flutter Mane. I'm still always afraid to bring Chi-Yu, man. I just don't know how to play that thing. And I'm going to miss my Heat Waves anyway, so even if I did bring Chi-Yu, I'm not going to hit my Heat Waves. Why do this? Why do that to myself? Why put myself through that, you know? All right, as for my Ultra Ball game, can we finally make it to Ultra Ball after all this time? Baxcalibur and Iron Hands. Okay, so that, man, if I had led... This isn't a bad lead for me. Obviously, he's going to want to probably fake out my Tornadus is in a bad spot too, though. I could Terrasilize my Tornadus to stay alive. That's a bad play. He's gonna fake out my Koraidon, and he's probably gonna attack my... this is a bad spot. I might have to Terrasilize my Tornadus just to... Oh, it's Terra Dark. I thought it was Steel. I don't want to just lose Tornadus off the bat, but I guess I'll go for a Tailwind. I'll get my Tailwind up. I'll Protect. His Baxcalibur is going to hurt really bad. But I know the Fake Out's coming into Koraidon, so there's no reason to take a hit there. Yep. I'll get my Tailwind up. His Baxcalibur probably kills Tornadus here, but I don't really have a good way to protect it anyway. Yep, go for Ice Crash. He's gonna knock me out. Not a good lead for me there, but leading the Baxcalibur there is obviously very good for him. I'm free to go into Flutter Mane here though and get a big Dazzling Gleam off. I'm actually tempted to just go for a Moonblast and like I'm tempted to just go for a Moonblast. Just hit Baxcalibur as hard as I can, and do I need to Terrasilize here? I don't see any reason not to. And then I can just Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz the Iron Hands. Big attacks coming in. Okay, Pelipper probably comes in here. Yep. See, a good play would have been to switch out of... Oh yeah, that's bad because I could lose my boost. That is bad. That is bad. That's a bad turn for me. Because I don't think Moonblast is going to do enough now. It might. He might also be Sash. But I don't think he'd run Sash. Could be wrong. Okay, it protects. Okay. I get away with one there a little bit. Obviously not a good turn for me. I get a little chip on the Pelipper, which is not going to do anything. Literally 0. I had to switch out of Koraidon here, which is not great. Oh, that's brutal. That's a tough one. What is he gonna expect here? I could be like, just like make a crazy bad play and go for the Collision Course into his... I could taunt the Pelipper because he's not gonna have priority. This is gonna be a bad play. I'm just gonna like I'm behind here. I'm gonna make a bad play. I'm gonna make a bad play because I'm behind. Oh, he switched. I wanted to make a bad play. Oh, he goes into a Moongus. Oh, I was like, please just let me kill your Koraidon or your Baxcalibur. I just wanted to make a bad play. I wanted to do something risky. It's gonna do 0. So does he go for the Hurricane here or do you go for the Tailwind? Haha! Okay, at least we got that part right. So I'm gonna go for Protect here. I'm gonna bring in Raging Bolt. Oh man, if he had let me Collision Course or whatever his Baxcalibur, that would have been crazy. Okay. But I'm free to go for an Electro Web next turn because that'll be dual target and the Rage Powder won't matter, obviously. He does have Wide Guard on Pelipper, so he could go for that. Raging Bolt dodges the Hydro Pump, which is huge. And my Tailwind petered out. Okay. But I should still be faster. The problem here will be if he goes for Wide Guard. But if he goes for Wide Guard Rage Powder, like, who cares? That doesn't do anything for him. Withdraws his Pelipper. Yep, he's like, I gotta save my Rain. Goes into Iron Hands. What did I Moonblast? Did I Moonblast the... Ooh, big Moonblast into the Iron Hands. We'll take that. We'll take that. I get the special attack drop. That obviously is going to matter. He's probably going to put something to sleep. The question is what, though? What are you putting to sleep here? Spores into the Raging Bolt, which is bad. But he can't Fake Out, so he's going to Rage Powder. I'm just wondering if a Dazzling Gleam will knock out Iron Hands. Probably not, but he can't Fake Out me. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to try. And we'll burn a sleep turn here. There's a sleep turn, which is huge. Okay, if I can somehow knock out... okay, he lives on 1, which is fine. Does he wild charge into... Oh, he wild charges into Flutter. Flutter lives on the 1. He's gonna die to recoil, though, and he's forced back into Pelipper. Or no, he's not, because he still has Baxcalibur as well. That's his first feint. Yuck. The rain stopped. Does he go into Pelipper here to... Does he go into Pelipper here? He could. Goes into Baxcalibur. Okay, that makes sense. That's really bad for me. But what I can do here is I can protect the Flutter and... do I want to... I gotta switch out. And then I'll have to have... But he just switches in the Pelipper. So I'm just gonna have to double into Pelipper or back out anyway. I don't think this was the right play. I probably should have attacked this turn if I was gonna do this. Like, give myself the boost and then attack. Because now what he's gonna do is he's gonna switch into Pelipper here. I should have attacked this turn. But I was afraid of the, not afraid, but I knew the Amoonguss is going to Rage Powder here, so it's not like I would have been able to go for Moonblast. Oh, he's Poison. Okay. He's Poison. That's interesting. Blade Rush. Okay. Okay. He's Poison. He switches into Pelipper here. I could go for the Dazzling Gleam. I think Fluttermane's kind of my win con right now, though. Actually, no. Fluttermane doesn't really do anything for me anymore. I don't beat Baxcalibur. I don't beat Amoonguss. I don't beat Pelipper with this. So let's just throw off a Dazzling Gleam and... protect the Koraidon. I should have switched out so that way I could get my Sun back. If he doesn't knock out, he's definitely going to knock out my Flutter, though. Yeah, he knocks out Flutter. I did not play this endgame very well. Tough endgame, but I just didn't play it well either. We do have the Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt can come in here. Thankfully, I don't think the Pelipper beats me. So I can, if I can wake up, I could Thunderclap the Baxcalibur, which isn't going to do a ton. I could also Weather Ball for rain. I think I just got to hope that I wake up. I don't think anything's going to do a lot of damage to this thing. I just got to hope I can wake up here. Pelipper uses Protect. Still asleep. Does not do enough damage. Yeah, having to give it a thermal exchange, it doesn't really matter at this point. Losing my... He knocked me out. Oh, Raging Bolt goes down. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, obviously losing Tornadus, I probably should have tried to preserve it, but... This was a very awkward... I just did not play around that very well. We'll give him the GGs. The GGs for sure. I'm trying to think of where... I just didn't win the weather. I actually just completely flat out lost the weather by losing Tornadus. So I need to not lose Tornadus there. But that was, you know... But we're going to go into the rubber game. We're going to go into the rubber game. We're going to try to get 2 wins here. That's unfortunate that I don't get into Ultra Ball here. I'm obviously at a barrier that I just need to like learn my way past or just find the right team for me to play right. This is a tough regulation, I'm not gonna lie, because I mean I've made Master Ball pretty easily with some other teams and other regulations, but I'm not doing very well with the Legends here. It might just be because I don't usually play with Legends, very rarely. Wow, we found a game immediately. We're right back into it. Okay, so we got is that the Indy team? That looks like the Indianapolis team. How do I want to play that? because I don't have any way to get rid of electric terrain, which is really bad. That's gonna make that pretty tough to deal with. What I can do is I can lead Tornadus and Koraidon and just try to smack the Miraidon, or lead Tornadus Koraidon and smack the Miraidon as hard as possible. I do have the Amoonguss to try to sponge some hits, so that'll actually be pretty good to do some Rage Powder shenanigans. I actually like that. So if I lead Koraidon and Amoonguss, I can kind of bully the Miraidon a little bit. I don't see any reason to bring Raging Bolt here. Everything like resists me. Flutter is really good for Miraidon, and then maybe we just bring Tornadus for Tailwind. I think that makes the most sense. But let's see. I'm assuming he's gonna want to open with Miraidon, because I feel like if I was looking at this team with Miraidon, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin him. So I expect the Miraidon to open here. And he probably just Volt Switches out, which is like, you know, what they like to do. Fair enough. Miraidon or Amoonguss gets a little bullied in the fact that I can't set up Spore because of the terrain, but honestly, it's more important that I get the redirection. Just so that way the Miraidon can't just do whatever it wants, you know? I think that's how that's gonna play out. We'll see. I would really like a win here because, you know, I need to get out of Great Ball 9. Okay, so he opens these two. So he's gonna go for Fake Out Trick Room. But what I can do is I can I can just attack the Farigiraf as hard as I want in Rage Powder, which is what I will do. Because I'll have to Fake Out into Amoonguss, which will just do Rocky Helmet damage to him. And then I just want to hit Farigiraf as hard as possible to prevent Trick Room or Ursaluna coming in. Trick Room, Blood Moon, Ursaluna would be a very, very bad time for me. So I need to make sure that doesn't happen. He could be Sash. I don't think these things usually run Sash though, but that would make sense in this scenario for my problem. But we'll see. We shall see for sure. I think we'll have enough damage to knock out Farigiraf. It's not like he has the, like they usually run like Electric Seed, right? Or this team runs Electric Seed to get the defense boost, but he didn't go into Miraidon. I'm expecting Fake Out Trick Room. He terastallizes his Farigiraf. Okay. No, he doesn't do Incineroar. To Ghost. Obviously, assuming I'm going to Collision Course into him, but that wasn't my play here. That's not who I was concerned about. Please attack the Amoonguss. Fake Out. Oh, no Fake Out. Okay, no Fake Out. We knock out the Farigiraf. We prevent Trick Room there, so that's good. I'll take that. What is this Incineroar trying to do here? That does a lot of recoil. It's so much recoil. Goes for the Flare Blitz. He just sends it. He's like, I'll attack your Amoonguss. He's like, yeah, I have no problem attacking your Amoonguss, pal. Damn. What a smack. Okay, so what I need to do here is get my Tailwind up. Do I want to go into Flutter? I can't. He's Ghost type. Do I want to go into Flutter? Or do I want to go? I gotta go into Torn to get Tailwind, I think. Yeah. That way I can outspeed this thing for sure. Hadron Engine! Okay. So what I have to do here is I Flare Blitz into the Miraidon and I Tailwind just to make sure I'm faster. Because I definitely won't be. I mean, it's a speed tie otherwise. I think they're both 135 speed or 130. But a Tailwind makes sure I'm faster. He's gonna knock out Tornadus for sure, like immediately. But he switches out of Incineroar. Unless I knock him out first with a Flare Blitz, which I should have Collision Coursed actually, because that would have been stronger, I think, because he's gonna resist it. I thought he was gonna Terrasilize, but I forgot that he already did that. Let's see how much damage we can get in. Does half. Okay, who's he knock out here? Goes for Discharge. Okay, so he's gonna knock us both out. Yeah, that's bad. That is very bad. And Ursaluna comes in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have the Flutter though. I do have the Flutter, who is going to be boosted. So I can knock out, I can at least knock out Miraidon. The question is, will I live a hit from... How many more turns of Sun do I have? I have 3 turns of Sun. I have to Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam will knock out the Miraidon here. I am faster. I don't think I'll do enough to Ursaluna, and as long as Ursaluna can't one-shot me, I might be okay. He's obviously going to have the Blood Moon attack. Oh my god, he lives on 1. Is that a crit on who? I don't know who I crit. I feel like I crit the Ursaluna, because that was a lot of damage. Goes for the Blood Moon. Can I live 1 Blood Moon? We have the Sash. Okay, that's right. And then you just have the... Oh, you have the Incineroar. Oh, and you died a recoil. You died a recoil. It's a 1v1 versus Incineroar. And I just got a Moonblast. This is a wild game. 1v1 versus Incineroar. And he's at 50% health. I think a Moonblast will do enough since he is Terrestrialized, not Fire type. He can't fake out because I'm a Ghost type. Come on, Flutter! Moonblast! Oh, he lives! Oh, he lives! He's gonna die to recoil though. Ah! Ah, it was a good try, man. Ah, good try. I wonder how this game ends. Does it end in a draw? Or does it end in I assume my Pokemon died first, so I assume I lose. Yeah. Oh, man, dude, that was close. That was close. Just barely missed the knockout. I'm shocked, dude. With the Photosynthesis boost, I'm shocked we didn't get the knockout there. But G, heckin' G's, 2 losses again in the video, man. We're getting better. We're getting better. We're having a good time. I'll catch you guys on the next one, though. Thank you guys for enjoying. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.